What up? What up? What up? It's your boy JB coming right back at you, man. Welcome back to the channel. Had to jump on real fast. Was Antonio Brown right about Travis Kelce? Now, earlier in the week, guys, a few days ago, Antonio Brown wrote a tweet about what Travis Kelce, what was wrong with Travis Kelce. Now, granted, Travis Kelce's last game, I want to say he got 7 catches for 89 yards, but prior to that, he was really not playing up to the standard that we're used to seeing out of Travis Kelce. Antonio Brown out of nowhere drops this tweet. And you know, you guys, for YouTube purposes, I can't say what he said. But the premise, guys, the premise of what Antonio Brown said was about what Travis Kelce need to get a hold of again so that he can be playing at the level we're used to seeing. Now, I will say this, as hilarious as it is, Antonio Brown may have a point, but I think he used the wrong vessel to make his point. I don't think the physical component is what Travis Kelce needs. I think what a lot of people don't get is that being with Taylor Swift is a business in itself. Travis Kelce's life has changed overnight since he got with her. We've watched the way he dressed change. We've watched the way his haircut has changed. We've watched as his whole demeanor has changed. He has no more individuality. It's always about those two. But guess what, guys? Nothing about her has changed. And what you're seeing is Travis Kelce, who's a guy who looks tired and being in a relationship that's a business instead of a relief. And one of the things you guys are going to find is he just looks like I have no more gas left in the tank. He's being pulled in so many different directions. And while Antonio Brown said what he said, I think if I had to take it a step further, Travis Kelce looks like he misses the simple life. Everywhere you go, paparazzi. Everywhere you go, people want to know about you and Taylor Swift. Your relationship is public. She hadn't been to the last 2 games. Are y'all fighting? Is there a prearranged breakup? When he was dealing with the black women that he used to date, nobody really cared, right? He was just a hell of a football player, easily first ballot Hall of Famer, out in Kansas City doing his thing, right? But now you see a guy who just looks like he's tired. You see a guy who looks like he's done everything he can to be with Taylor Swift, and it looks like, man, I might be just done with it. Got his podcast with his brother, and y'all got to understand, just watch his podcast with his brother. Completely different guy than when he's dealing with everything else. So when Antonio Brown said it, although I don't agree with the contents of his tweet, even though some people may say, yeah, you're right, I think what happens is that old life was so much simpler. And trying to be an NFL player and be Taylor Swift's boyfriend and be a podcast superstar and be a marketing endorsement guy, right? I think he's just pulling that in too much, and he never had that with his previous relationships or in the career prior to Taylor Swift coming on board. So is Antonio Brown right? Partly he's right, but it has nothing to do with the components he said in his tweet. It has everything to do with Travis Kelce needs his old life back if he wants to perform like he used to perform on the field. Because unless that changes, we're going to see a lot more Travis Kelce looking completely miserable. And guys, let me tell you this, one of the famous sayings, I'm from the South, the shine has worn off. And once that shine wears off, we're seeing why Travis Kelce looks the way he looks right now. Y'all get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about Antonio Brown saying what he said about Travis Kelce, man. Is Jeff crazy or is Jeff on to something? If you hadn't already, mash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on that bell for notifications. And until next time, I'm going to holler.